Imagine a world where the sky has turned black and the earth is overrun by horrors that defy explanation, leaving humanity with only one option: go underground. You are part of a small group of survivors who have secured a fortified bunker, only to find that safety is an illusion when the threats outside are evolving faster than your defenses can hold. But when you discover that surviving the apocalypse isn't just about locking the door, but about managing the fragile psychology of a community under siege while facing enemies that can smell fear, you realize that endurance isn't about hiding. It's about preparing for the moment you must step back into the light. Welcome to Bunker, Books 1, 2, and 3, the definitive, pulse-pounding, and deeply strategic box set in J.J. Falconer's post-apocalyptic saga. If you love bunker survival tropes, monster horror, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated terror of facing a hostile world through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook marathon will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of claustrophobic tension. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists' desperate scramble to secure the bunker, thrusting them into a race against time to fortify their sanctuary before the initial wave of chaos consumes them. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of damp concrete and ozone, the static of dying radios, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are trapped in the dark with something that wants them dead. Falconer excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal burial. At the core of the box set's massive appeal is its spectacular prepper-leader trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting monsters, it's about understanding the complex ecology of a hostile biome, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narrative brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Bunker lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax across the 3 books, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major breach or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Bunker, Books 1, 2, and 3, is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. J.J. Falconer has crafted a saga that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.